Have you ever felt that deep, unspoken pull towards someone, where words just aren't needed, but something profound shifts inside them? Imagine awakening a hidden part of his soul, the feminine essence that Carl Jung called the Anima, without saying a single thing. It's that mysterious inner world in every man, the source of his emotions, creativity, and vulnerability, often buried under layers of logic and strength. But what if you could stir it gently, like a whisper in the wind, creating a bond so electric it leaves him craving more? Today, we're diving into 5 silent, powerful ways to do just that, each one building on the last to unlock levels of intimacy you never thought possible. Stick around, because by the end, you'll feel that emotional curiosity bubbling up, wondering how these subtle shifts could transform your relationships forever. Picture this: you're sitting across from him, the room quiet, except for the soft hum of your breaths syncing up. Without a word, your eyes lock, and in that gaze, something stirs. This is the first way through the magic of prolonged, intentional eye contact. In Jungian psychology, the anima represents the bridge to a man's unconscious feelings, and eye contact is like a direct portal, bypassing the rational mind straight to the heart. It's not just staring, it's a soulful connection that says, "I see you, all of you," without uttering a sound. Think about how animals in the wild communicate dominance or affection through their eyes. Humans do the same on a deeper level. Studies in psychology show that extended eye contact releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, flooding his system with trust and openness. But to awaken his anima specifically, make it emotional and curious. Hold his gaze for at least 30 seconds, letting your eyes soften with warmth, as if you're peering into his hidden dreams. Avoid blinking too much. Let the vulnerability build. Imagine a woman named Sarah, who was in a stagnant relationship with her partner, Alex. They talked plenty, but the spark was gone. One evening, during a quiet dinner, she decided to try this. As he looked up from his plate, she met his eyes, not with demand, but with gentle curiosity, like she was discovering a secret garden within him. At first, he shifted uncomfortably, but then his shoulders relaxed, and tears welled up unexpectedly. Later, he confessed, feeling a rush of memories from his childhood. Emotions he'd long suppressed, his anima awakening, stirring creativity he hadn't felt in years. That night, their connection deepened. He opened up about fears he'd never shared, all sparked by that silent exchange. You can practice this in everyday moments, during a walk, over coffee, or even in bed. The key is consistency. Do it daily, and watch how his inner feminine side emerges, making him more intuitive, more attuned to your needs. It's high-volume emotional intimacy without words. Low competition because so few people dare to hold that space. Feel that curiosity rising. What if this simple act could make him see you as his muse, the one who unlocks his deepest self? Now, building on that visual bridge, let's move to something more tactile. The second way, through subtle, intentional touch that speaks volumes in silence. Touch is primal. It's how we first connect as infants, and in adults, it can awaken dormant parts of the psyche. For a man's anima, which embodies sensitivity and receptivity, nonverbal touch acts like a gentle current, flowing energy to his emotional core. Forget aggressive grabs. Think feather-like brushes that tease curiosity and build anticipation. Place your hand on his arm during a shared moment, letting your fingers linger just enough to send shivers, or trace a soft circle on his back while watching a sunset together. Psychology backs this. Haptic communication, or touch-based interaction, activates the limbic system, where emotions reside, helping integrate the anima by making him feel safe to embrace vulnerability. Remember Lisa and her boyfriend, Mark? Their relationship was routine, lacking that electric hum. One rainy afternoon, as they sat on the couch, she reached out without a word, placing her palm on his knee, syncing her breath to his. No pressure, just presence. He tensed at first, but then melted, his body language shifting from guarded to open. That touch awakened memories of his mother's comfort, stirring his anima to surface in waves of creativity. He started painting again, something he'd abandoned years ago, and their intimacy. It skyrocketed, with him initiating deeper connections he'd previously avoided. To make this SEO friendly for your heart, Incorporate it in low-competition moments, like during drives or hikes, where silence amplifies the effect. High-volume searches for emotional bonding tips often miss this. But it's a game-changer for watch time, keeping you hooked on how such small gestures yield massive emotional payoffs. Curious yet? Imagine what happens when you combine this with the next wit's about to get even more intriguing. Shifting from touch to mimicry, the third way taps into the power of mirroring his body language, a silent dance that echoes his inner world back to him. In Jungian terms, the anima thrives on harmony and reflection, and mirroring creates an unconscious rapport, making him feel seen and understood without explanation. It's like becoming a living echo, subtly adopting his posture, gestures, or breathing rhythm to awaken that feminine receptivity within him. Neurolinguistic programming experts note that this builds empathy circuits in the brain, fostering emotional curiosity and integration. Don't overdo it, make it natural, like leaning in when he does, or crossing your legs in sync during a conversation. Pause. Take Emily and her partner, Tom, for example. Tom was always the logical type, suppressing his feelings until their relationship felt distant. Emily started mirroring him quietly. When he slouched thoughtfully on the porch, she did the same, her movements a silent invitation. Over days, he began noticing, and one evening, as they mirrored each other's relaxed poses by the fire, he shared a poem he'd written in secret, a burst of Anima-inspired creativity. It was as if her silent reflection gave him permission to explore his softer side, leading to nights filled with unspoken understanding and heightened intimacy. This technique is perfect for high-volume relationship advice seekers looking for low-competition tricks to boost connection. It's subtle, yet profoundly emotional, drawing out curiosity about his hidden depths. As you try this, feel the watch time extend, wondering how mirroring could reveal layers you never knew existed in him. But hold on, the fourth way takes this to a whole new level of shared silence. Imagine immersing yourselves in nature's embrace, where the world speaks for youth. This is the fourth way, through shared silent experiences in natural settings, awakening his anima by connecting to the earth's feminine energy. Jung often linked the anima to nature's intuitive, nurturing flow, and without words, activities like walking barefoot on grass or watching waves crash can stir that inner essence. It's about presence, letting the environment facilitate the awakening, as silence amplifies internal whispers. Research in psychology shows that nature exposure reduces cortisol and enhances emotional openness, perfect for integrating the anima. Plan a hike where you both pause at scenic spots, holding hands without speaking, or lie under stars, letting the vastness evoke wonder. Consider Rachel and her husband, David. Their busy lives left little room for depth, but on a whim, she led him to a quiet forest trail. No talking, just walking in tandem, absorbing the rustle of leaves and bird calls. In that silence, David's anima sturdy. He recalled forgotten dreams of artistry, and by the trail's end, he was sketching scenes with a passion he'd lost. Their bond transformed, with him becoming more empathetic and creative, all from that wordless communion with nature. This method shines in Google trending searches for mindful relationships. High volume yet low competition, because it feels effortless yet profound. The emotional curiosity it builds keeps you engaged, pondering how nature could unlock his vulnerabilities in ways words never could. And just when you think it's peaking, the fifth way seals it with rhythmic magic. Finally, the fifth way weaves it all together through nonverbal expressive movement, like slow dancing or yoga flows shared in silence, awakening his anima by syncing bodies in harmonious motion. Movement is the language of the unconscious, and in Jungian psychology, it accesses the anima's creative, fluid nature, bypassing verbal barriers. Think gentle sways to music without lyrics, or partnered stretches where your bodies communicate intent. Dance therapy studies reveal it releases endorphins and fosters emotional attunement, helping men embrace their intuitive side. No need for fancy steps, just intuitive flow that builds curiosity with every turn. Recall Anna and her partner, Jake. Jake was stoic, rarely showing emotion, until Anna dimmed the lights one night and pulled him into a wordless dance. Their bodies moved as one, her leading subtly, and in that rhythm, his anima emerged. He wept softly, releasing pent-up grief, then laughed with newfound joy. From then on, he pursued music, his creativity blooming, and their relationship pulsed with unspoken passion. This is the ultimate high-volume, low-competition gem for SEO-optimized intimacy tips, full of emotional hooks that boost watch time as you visualize trying it yourself. Combining all 5 eye contact, touch, mirroring, nature immersion, and movement creates a symphony of silent awakening, leaving him transformed and you both closer than ever. If these silent secrets stirred something in you, hit that subscribe button now for more ways to deepen your connections. Your next video on unlocking the animus awaits on the channel.